Hello, my name is James D. Lee. I'm a Warner Brothers Discovery investor. Yes, you actually get to see what one of these I look like. No, I don't wear a suit. I do have 30 years of business management experience. I am a well beloved horror author and investor. That's what I enjoy doing. Now, you're wondering why a WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery investor, is talking about fixing Disney. Well, yesterday, somebody who I highly respect, named Adam Post, posted a video about Disney looking for a new CEO and the troubles they're going to have because the company is so big. I made a statement after watching his video that I could fix the company in 12 months and get it on track. So I'm going to explain how that's done. Now, if you're wondering why I don't have anything to do with Disney, I do not like Bob Iger. Okay, I'm just going to make it plain and clear. I do not like Bob Iger. I don't like how he runs things. I really don't. And you can see his debacle that is Disney right now. It is a complete cluster disaster. So, how to fix Disney? You got a new CEO coming in. So, I'm going to give you the scenario that I would do it and how I'd fix it. So, first off, Disney is massive. It is huge. And you cannot look at it at a typical business model. That means one CEO, one board, VPs, and AVPs. That model does not work. That model does not work at all with Disney. I've seen the model I'm fixing to give you with 3 different companies. And this model works really, really well. It has never been done on a scale the size of Disney, but it can work. So what do? You have a brand new CEO coming in. He has got a brand new board. He's overwhelmed by these departments. So let's break Disney down into 5 parts. Okay, 5 parts. Just 5. That's all you need. 1, parks, recreation, cruise lines, hotels. That's 1. That is customer centric, customer experience, customer relations 100%. Okay, that is different than the other branches. Then you have Disney Pixar, which is the Disney movies, the cartoons, Pixar, the streaming service all together. Then you have Fox ABC, which is all Fox's movies, ABC TV, all that mess. Then you have Marvel, which is Marvel movies, cartoons, comics, video games, the whole thing. And last but not least, Star Wars, which again, it's everything that has to do with Star Wars. That's your 5 branches. Now you're sitting here going like, yeah, we know, and you put a VP over it and you let the VP run it. No, you do not do that. This is where it changes. This is where things change a lot. This is where the new system comes in place, because this new system gives you more control, more responsibility, and more separation to where you can run these companies hands on and really get things done to make them profitable. So what do? Well, first off, you do not do VPs and AVPs. That's out the door. Okay? You do what's called assistant CEOs. What does that mean? That means I'm going to use one part of it. I'm going to use the theme parks, cruise ships, and hotels, customer relations. You put in place a secondary CEO with a secondary board. Okay? That means you have a complete board overseeing it. Not one person, but 7. And that board runs that specific part of the company as one entity, one company. You do that with each branch. Okay? That's how big Disney is. You actually have 5 different companies under Disney's umbrella. You have to use that model of their 5 different companies. You run them completely different than each other. You have to. When you break them up and you run them differently, this gives you a model to say, our parks are doing great. This board's doing fantastic. Star Wars is sucking. We need to go in and fix this board so we can get everything back up and running smoothly. This also gives you checks and balances where one person, aka Kathleen Kennedy, doesn't run the thing down into the ground. The CEO, you have checks and balances and breakpoints. You have minor boards under the main board. I've seen it done in 3 different companies, and it works extremely well. Extremely well. And when you do this, what you have is you have 5 entities running as a solo business, but they're all under Disney Corporation with a main CEO. If you want to know a company that's doing this, real simple. Warner Brothers Discovery is doing this. If you didn't know that, Warner Brothers and Discovery are split under Warner Brothers Discovery. There's a Warner Brothers CEO, there's a Discovery CEO, and then you have David Zaslav above them. You understand, when you have a massive company, you have to put checkpoints and you have to put groups, not one person in charge. And when you do that, you have a stronger on hands and control factor on each branch of your business. This controls everything, because the person that's running your parks has nothing to do with your movies. Why? Because that CEO's main critiques, main training is what? Customer service. Not entertainment, customer service, customer experience. That's what's lacking. You don't have that. And you can see it with your numbers. Your numbers are in the tank. Your parks are almost ghost towns. You've got to fix that. Your Asian park's doing great. Your European park's doing great. But the ones here in the States are not doing that good. You need to focus on that. Your movies, Disney Pixar. Pixar finally woke up. But you have to have a control on everything that Disney does. This is where your board of the Disney movies come in. That 7-man team could have been able to oversee all this and fix it before everything went to crap in a handbasket. When you have one person with all this power, aka Kathleen Kennedy, you get this mess. But you have a board where the board can offset with the CEO of that board and say, wait a minute, this is not going to work. We need to change our path and everything. You have better checks and balances. You have to maintain control of your business. You have to maintain control of what's being done and what's being approved. And just having it to one person does not work, especially in a company this big. If you've got 10 or 12 employees, yeah, it works fine. But if you don't, and you've got thousands of people underneath you, you've got to have this. You've got to be doing this. So again, the business model, I call it assistant CEO model. When you have a big company, is real simple. You have your head CEO, your head board. Below them, you have these vice CEO boards. These vice CEO boards run each branch as its own entity company. A week before the quarterly meeting, all these CEOs meet to discuss how their business model is doing. The head CEO and the board hear them out. They make plans on how to fix things and present everything to the board, to the investors. What do I mean by that? When he goes to the board, not the board, the investors, sorry. When the CEO goes to the investors, he'll say, our Parks Recreational Division company had a profit of, say, $1 billion. The Disney movie division lost $100 million. Fox lost $3 billion. Marvel lost $150 million. Disney lost $500 million. You see, you can hold each corner accountable. You have good and you have bad. Well, what does that do? That gives the CEO more power to move people out and move people in to fix certain areas. You don't have something like Kathleen Kennedy sitting at Star Wars on her throne dictating everything. You have control over everything, but you can sit back and let those CEOs run that stuff. It gives you more command structure that you need to be using. everything that is done now, everything that is done now needs to be done in a right manner. It needs to be done where you can control things, where you can stop things before they get into production, where you can augmentate what needs to be done. And the main thing that everybody in Disney should be working on, movies, parks, whatever, profit. We have to be profit driven, not politically driven, profit driven. We have to look at our base. We have to look at what we're dealing with. And if your base is not getting after the majority, not the minority, the majority, your company is going to tank. And guess what? Your company is tanking. Okay? Your company's tanking. Your company is in a crap hole right now. Disney is a mess. I'm not going to say much about Warner Brothers because that's going to be a different video. And I mean, Warner Brothers, I'm an investor there. Yes, I understand. We got problems we got to fix there too. So I understand it. But I'm telling you how to fix Disney right now. You follow this model, it'll work, it'll fix everything. And you can implement this with all these new people and these boards within 12 months. Within 12 months, you can do it. It's easy, it's simple, and it works. Like I said, it's working over at Warner Brothers. It can work at Disney. Try it out. Now, this is a short video. I'm just wanting to explain how easy it is to fix Disney in 12 months. It's real simple, real easy. It can work. All you got to do is put the right people in the right place. Okay? I will be linking Adam Post's YouTube channel to this video so you can see what he does. Fantastic guy. I really have been, and I will be tagging Disney on this as well so they can watch it too. Again, my name is James Lee. I am a Warner Brothers investor and a horror author, and I do thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye.